Now I'd like to move on to new business, and I'm going to introduce Tim Carter, who's going to speak briefly on Agenda 21. It's a topic that could be covered for quite a while, but because we have our GOP chairman here, Jennifer Horn, this evening, I really want to devote most of our time in this meeting to her. Tim?
Thanks very much, Alan. Hi, I'm Tim Carter. I'm a resident emeritus. You may have seen me in the newspaper recently. I've been making kind of a splash there. I'm here tonight to talk to you a little bit about Granite State Future. If you've not heard of this initiative, it's been kind of constructed underneath the radar by the 9 regional planning commissions here in the state over the past year and a half. And they've been working in conjunction with the federal government. What Granite State Future is, it's basically the New Hampshire version of the Sustainable Communities Initiative, which is a massive federal top-down $100 million grant program. And to put it in the strongest possible terms, and I can do that here, is if you, how many in the room have heard of Agenda 21? All right, okay, so that's what this is. This is the Agenda 21 initiative from, you know, but they won't say that, and if you say that out in public, they think you're a crazy nutcase. But the truth be told, the entire Sustainable Communities Initiative at the federal level was put into place originally by George Bush the first, and then President Clinton really got it going, and now it's going full force. And here's the problems with it here in New Hampshire. You have to understand, how many elected officials do we have here in the room tonight? Okay, great. All right, just so you guys know, and this is why it should really get underneath your skin, you have absolutely no involvement in this program whatsoever. The entire Granite State Future and all these things have been designed so that there's absolutely no input, no decision-making by elected officials. It's completely done by non-elected bureaucrats. All right, so that's completely wrong. That's not good. I'll take questions later. The lead person on this particular initiative is Carrie Deers, who's the executive director of the National Regional Planning Commission. Long-range planning decisions made within the Granite State Future that concern New Hampshire are not, listen to me, they are not approved by the governor. They're not approved by state senators. They're not approved by all of you House reps, nor local selectmen. 15. All right. Towns and cities that sign contracts to participate in the Granite State Future are legally obligated to produce mandatory outcomes in their town or city that are stipulated by the federal government. I'm not making this up, I can prove it. All you have to do is look at the federal HUD 1044, which is the grant instrument that Carrie Deers signed 13 months ago down in Nashua, the federal government. The mandatory outcomes are clearly against many of the long-standing principles cherished by traditional New Hampshire natives. The Granite State Future documents, listen to this, you're going to love this. They identify New Hampshire's strong tradition of individual property rights as an anticipated barrier. You want to read that again? Yes. New Hampshire's strong tradition of individual property rights is an anticipated barrier to implementing the Granite State Future. It's in writing, I can prove it. The city of Rochester, just so you know, down south, voted last fall not to participate in the program, which is fantastic. And more importantly, the city of Salem last fall, or last summer, had agreed to sign on. They actually said, we're all in. Like Texas told them. But here's the great news. In January, they rescinded that vote, and they backed out of the contract. So this is all right, I've only got 30 seconds left, so I handed out to everybody my business card. It's that blue thing, it says stain salt on it. On the other side is my email address. If you, I have produced a 20-page document that goes into great detail, and I take pages off of the Granite State Future website and show you what they say, and then I produce what the truth is underneath it. So if you want that 20-page document, all you have to do is email me, say, hey Tim, send me your Granite State Future document, and I'll email it right back to you. So that's all I have to say. Here's one quick question.
You can advance that we take them out of town.
You kick them out. Which town's that? Oh, wait, but you have, well, I don't know that you did. I've got a thing on my phone that shows that your community director signed a letter of commitment.
A long time ago.
Well, I'll show it to you before we leave. Yes, Bob.
What city?
I'll show, well, I'll have to look on my phone here. I took a photograph of it. Yes.
Tim, a week from today, at the Laconia Public Library, there's a meeting on Agenda 21 at 7 p.m.
Okay, that's great. Hopefully some of these people attend. I attended the same meeting back in January down in Manchester, so I'm already up to speed on that. All right, well, thanks very much. If you want any more information about this, I'd be more than happy to come to talk to any committees at the state level. I'll come to your towns and meet with your selectmen. You just have to let me know. I've already met with quite a few towns. I'm more than willing to take this dog and pony show on the road. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much, Tim.
GROK TV.